Hey guys, this is Steven here with another video on how to play some of my favorite puzzles. This one is on Akari, also known as a light up puzzle. The rules are simple. The objective is to illuminate every white cell with light, and you do so by placing light bulbs around the grid. A light bulb, when it's placed, sends rays of light going up, down, left, and right as far as it can go until it either reaches the edge of the board or a black cell. If it reaches a black cell, it can't go further. So you can notice going to the left here, it doesn't light up this last cell because it's blocked by this black cell. Same thing going down, it does not light up this last one. So that's how the light bulbs work. As far as the clues, the numbers in the black cells, they indicate how many light bulbs are orthogonally adjacent to it. So this 3, for instance, we can have 3 light bulbs like that, or we could have 3 light bulbs like that. But what it does not do is it doesn't give you any hints as to the diagonals. It's just orthogonally, so up, down, left, right. And then a restriction is you can't have light bulbs shine on one another. So if I have a light bulb in one row sending light, I couldn't put another light bulb in that same area. Same thing going up. I can't have 2 light bulbs in the same ray of light. Now it's fine if I have a light bulb in this row and I hide another one on the other side of the black cell. That's fine because again, the light bulb is not shining on this one. So that's a fun little trick in this puzzle that's not very common. That's not a mechanic I'm familiar with in all the other puzzles that I've done. Now one thing to consider is there are going to be some black cells that are not numbered. Those are not clues in any way. You can have as many light bulbs around it or no light bulbs. That's not going to really give you a hint in any fashion. And then lastly, light bulbs don't have to be placed just next to the black cells. They can be placed anywhere along the grid so long as they don't shine on one another or break one of the numbers. So that's it for the rules. What I'm going to go ahead and do is try to solve this one and share just some common tips and tricks. That'll hopefully make it easier for you guys to solve some in the future. So the first place to start, of course, is the easiest, the givens, the 4s and 0s, or 3s along edges, or 2s in corners. And the reason for that is, you can see here there's a 2 in the corner where there's only 2 available places for the light bulbs, so that's a gimme. And all the 0s we can X out knowing that there's not going to be any light bulbs orthogonally adjacent to those. So that's a good start. The next place I'm going to look at is X's can go diagonally from 4s and 3s. And the reason for that is if I put a light bulb here diagonally to this 3, it's not going to leave enough space for the other light bulbs. See, I can place 2 here, but where do you place the third one? You just can't. You're going to break a rule. So that's the case with all the diagonals on the 3s and 4s. Because if we did it over here, we run into the same problem where we can't place a third light bulb. So what we can do is just essentially X out all the diagonals on the 3s. And then the 4s behave the same way. Now 2s and 1s, you can also do that trick if they're what I'll call restricted, right? This 2 doesn't have 4 orthogonally adjacent cells, it only has 3. So we can't place a light bulb in this diagonal because we're going to run into the same problem where do you put the second light bulb? You only have the 1, and this one is not orthogonally adjacent to it, so we can X that out. And then same thing with this one, there's only 2 available cells, so you can't put a light bulb diagonal to it. So that is that. Here's another 2, you can't put it diagonal on because then you just run into that same problem. So we can do that little trick. And that's going to help because you can see this is now restricted to 3 where we took away one of its options. So now we can light those up. And then this 2, because we put the X diagonal to the 3, we know there's only 2 options there. This 1, there's only 1 option, and I think that's all we can do for now. So the next tip is to look for areas on the grid that are not lit up and are going to be hard to light up. if we consider, for instance, this cell here, we're going to have to light it up by either going vertically or horizontally. Well, it's very restricted going horizontally. There's 2 black cells on either side, so I can't place a light in that row off to the side. I can't place a light bulb here, and I can't place a light bulb there, so there's only one place I can put a light bulb to light it up, and it's right there. And if we look at this cell up here, we have the same problem, right? We can't put a light bulb on this row to light this up because it's blocked by the black cells. Can't put one here. The only spot we can put a light bulb is right here. That's the only way to light up this cell, and this one as well. And that's helped us now because it's solved this 3 for us. So we can now place those light bulbs. And here we run into the same problem. Or how do we light up this cell right here? The only way is to put it right here below it. Because we can't go to the left, right? That's already lit up. We can't go to the right. There's a black cell there. Can't go below it. We can't go on it because the one's already solved. So that's the only spot for it. So that is it for that clue. The last thing I'll say as far as tips and tricks, you don't really need it for the easy ones, but when you go to the harder puzzles, look for pairs or clues that face one another. Or basically, by solving one, you ruin the other. Or by solving one, you solve the next one, you solve the next one, and they create these chain reactions. That's something that Akari is really good at, is you solve one thing and it just is like a domino effect where it solves a bunch of other things. So we can finish this puzzle up pretty easily. This 2 needs another light bulb that goes there. Now this 1, how do you figure out this 1? Well, we got to think about how do we light up this cell here? We can light it up like this, and that would do the trick, or we could light it up like that. Either way it works, but the problem is if we put the light bulb here, we didn't light that up, and now we've caused the problem because the one's gonna have too many light bulbs. So we can put the one there and the other one there. And that's it. I believe that is a correct answer. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully the sound quality was okay. I've been having some mic issues with my microphone. I don't know what was going on, so I tinkered with it a little bit, and hopefully there was no issues for you guys. If you had some sound issues, please leave a comment below, as I'm still trying to figure it out. Anyways, again, hope you enjoyed it. Give me that thumbs up and subscribe for more in the future. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.